Hi, it's Soleil from Just Soleil, and I'm just giving you a little intro segment here. It has been probably 3 weeks or so since I've really updated on my chronic health conditions and my hysterectomy journey. So here is the next video in that series. This is actually the week before my hysterectomy, but I forgot to do a little intro for it, so stay tuned for the rest. Sunday morning, me and Zach are getting ready for church. We go to the Unitarian Universalist Church. It's about 30 to 45 minutes from our house. So yeah, we're just getting ready. I had a really rough night, just kind of wanted to update on that and then touch bases again about the appointments that I had on Thursday. So yeah, I've been up, it's about 10 o'clock now. I've been up since 4 a.m. and I just woke up, horrible night sweats, sweated through absolutely everything, sheets, blankets, my clothes, and then I had some flashbacks from my PTSD and some non-epileptic seizures, pretty small ones, and then I was just super awake. I needed help getting to the bathroom and getting water, and after that my body just couldn't settle down from the memories, and so I sat down and read, and then Zach's fish died, I saw, and then I was crying. When my friends or relatives die or other pets die, I don't usually seem to cry, but for some reason whenever a fish dies, the tears are coming, so don't know what that's about. But so that was distressing, and then I sat and read, hoping that would help distract me and Zach could go back to sleep. But I was just so awake and I couldn't settle, so I went and talked to him about my book for a while. Then I went and laid down with the doggies, thought some affection would be good, and then I went and sat in bed and was reading articles about mast cell activation syndrome and gastroparesis, just looking at different diagnoses and issues that me or people I know possibly could have, so just trying to get some more information. The more medical information and knowledge, I suppose, the better, the more aware. So that was last night. Zach slept next to me. Then we just kind of stayed in bed for a while, fed the dog, showered. Now, like I said, we're getting ready for church. So about the appointments, on Thursday I had physical therapy in the morning. That went great. My physical therapist was very supportive. She thought a walker and a wheelchair were wonderful ideas. She suggested if we had a wheelchair and we were going to do a longer excursion like the zoo or Renaissance Festival, that I could push the push the wheelchair when I'm feeling well enough, and then I could sit down when I'm worn out, so I get a little bit of exercise as well and I'm not just sitting the whole time, which was really supportive and great. And then after that I had a rheumatology consult in St. Paul, and that it wasn't bad. It was a little frustrating. Kind of went back to that same, well, people have varying degrees of, mobility or pain or whatever else, and there's nothing in your blood work to say that you have a rheumatological issue. She did sort of a vague check for Ehlers-Danlos, but from what I've read about it, she really didn't do a thorough check and didn't seem to know much about it, so I didn't feel like it really gave me any new answers or any new information. She did say I do have some hypermobile joints, and she did give me a referral for a couple of physical therapists that she knows that she thinks have experience working with people with hypermobile joints, so that was kind of nice. I appreciated that, but overall I just felt a little dismissed and like they weren't really looking for answers or helping, so that was frustrating, and I was just so wiped out. I was like laying down across Zach drinking my water in the waiting room, and we were there like 40 minutes early, and then their appointments were running late, and I ended up when we were in the the office room, I ended up just laying down on the exam table because I was so exhausted and in pain. So it was kind of rough. And then after that, we went to, I had an appointment at my pain clinic, and that went well. We increased my Lyrica, which is supposed to help with my pain and sleep. So we increased that at night. So hopefully I would have better sleep at night. Again, that was on Thursday, so now I've been doing that for a couple of days, and it's hard to tell so far. Maybe a little bit better a few days, but then again, today I woke up with having had horrible nightmares, night sweats, flashbacks, and couldn't sleep, so don't know about that, and it's hard to tell yet if it's helping with the pain during the day. I've also been sleeping a lot more, which I know helps, and like watching when I start to get in pain, and then sitting down or resting, so that's good. And then after that, I had my pre-op appointment for my hysterectomy. I had a list of questions. Maybe I will, I don't have that with me, but the doctor was like, that's a huge list. I was like, it is? It was like 5 questions. I wanted to know if I had to take my nail polish off and why. I was wondering, and the answer was yes, because they want to check to see what color your nails are while you're under. And then, what else did I want to know? I wanted to know what soap to use for washing up the day before, because there was something about that in the instructions, but it wasn't very specific. I wondered how long the surgery was, how long I should expect bleeding after surgery, what the weight lifting requirements would be. And I really didn't get a lot of answers to a lot of that stuff. I mean, the surgery, she said 1.5 hours to 2 hours, but I don't know. And then the other things like weightlifting and stuff, she said yes, there will be restrictions, but a lot of it was just kind of like, it'll get figured out when I get released or at my follow-up appointment with my gynecologist, I guess. So, and then trying to think. So that was that appointment. It was fine. It was with my primary care, and I really like her. She was really supportive. I mentioned how much water I have to drink and my dizziness and how that's been going on since I was a child, and otherwise if I didn't have my water I was dehydrated, and I had even gone in for fluids to the ER several times with my mom as a child. So I asked her about the possibility of me having POTS, and she thought that seemed possible as well. So I'm going to be kind of looking into that. So I don't have a follow-up appointment with her at this point. I'll figure that out later. Right now I'm focusing on my hysterectomy surgery, which is on Wednesday, 3 days from now. I'm excited. I feel ready mentally just to be done. And then Friday I had a mental health therapy appointment in the morning. Kit came over and went with that to me, and then we went and got our nails done, which entailed me getting my nails taken off, which I was not happy about. I am so unhappy about it. I cannot wait to get my nails back on. It's almost like it's part of my identity now. I love my nails, like I love my tattoos. It's part of me. So I can't wait till surgery is over and I feel better and can have my nails back. And then after that, I had a huge day with my mother-in-law. She helped take me shopping. We had the walker, otherwise I never would have made it. So I rested a ton. When we got home, I just wiped out in bed, and she was so kind. She made dinner, did the dishes, cleaned the floor, organized our cupboards, and put all our groceries away. So that was really amazing of her. And then yesterday, my dad came over, and him and my husband put in a new door, which is beautiful, and I will have to show you. So this is our new door. My dad is gonna come back, and that's the trim over there. My dad's gonna come back and help finish it off. You can see there is no trim up at the top or the sides here. We got it from Menards, and we got it with the built-in blinds. So you can see, let's see, open them like that right there on the side, or if you pull it down, it'll open it to a nice, beautiful, rainy November day. Oh, and I got my shower bench and a bunch of other Amazon packages to help get ready for my hysterectomy surgery. So I will be opening those later. But yeah, so finishing up with the door, just close it up like that, and they are French doors, so it opens on this side here, but we can open both doors for a really wide opening onto the deck if we want to, and to move furniture or whatever else. Good morning, Zach.
Only in our house do we have to replace the doors before we can have surgery.
Yeah, that was one of my mom's recommendations. My parents were like, oh, yeah, you did.
Talking about the step, and I'm like,
the door, yeah, you're right.
To, like, I mean, the doors aren't exactly.
Well, we're halfway there now. We still don't have a step off the deck, but we have a nice door onto the deck.
A step is easier to create than putting in a whole new door. Probably.
Yeah, so speaking of step, this is what we are talking about. The deck is here, and then you just step off into nothing. So it's, I don't know, a foot high, you think?
Yeah, not a little bit more than a foot.
Yeah, so.
Less than 2 feet, though.
Yeah, not ideal, but not really usable like that long term. Especially not after having had surgery and such. So, yeah. And then my mom came over in the evening and she helped cook, prepare a couple of meals, and just spent some time talking with us, things like that. And then she cleaned, she mopped the floors in the back room, and she filled out a calendar when all my family's going to be able to come over to help take care of me. So it was just really nice of her as well. I think that pretty much updates on what happened in the last couple of days. If I think of anything else, I'll add it. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, things are going good. I was bleeding. I've been bleeding now for 3 weeks. I finally thought it was over yesterday, but it's not. So I'll be glad with the surgery, and that'll be done for good and ever. But other than that, symptoms, I mean, I feel pretty good today, but I'm just kind of, the last week has been good because I'm just watching my symptoms. If I'm dizzy or tired or in pain, sitting down, resting, drinking water, just making sure to be careful and really aware of what's going on. So yeah, it'll be good, and I will update you over the next couple of days and into my surgery and after that. So, all right, bye. Hey, so thanks for joining me on this journey of mine with my chronic health and my hysterectomy journey. And so stay tuned for the next video, which will be about the day right before my hysterectomy and what I packed to take with me to the hospital and everything. All right, so thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe.